Here at Copilot Agency, we have one core belief that really drives everything we do. It's simple. You're the captain of your business. You call the shots. You set the destination. Our job? It's to be that expert co-pilot, right there in the cockpit with you, navigating all the complexities of digital growth so you get where you're going faster and a whole lot safer. So let me ask you a quick question, because this is something we hear from business leaders every single day. Does it feel like you're just working harder and harder? You're running the ads, you're posting everywhere, you're following up, but when you look at your sales chart, it's still just a total roller coaster. If you're not in right now, trust me, you are not alone. That's an incredibly common and, let's be honest, a really frustrating place to be.
Okay, so let's get right into it because the real source of that frustration, well, it's usually not what people think it is. Most businesses immediately think, I just need more leads, more traffic, more. But what if that isn't actually the problem at all?
And here it is. This is the truth we see time and time again. For most businesses that have been around for a bit, you probably don't have a lead problem. You have a conversion problem. And it's usually because you've got this collection of disconnected digital tools. Your website doesn't really talk to your CRM, your phone calls aren't being tracked, and so potential customers just quietly slip through the cracks. You're basically pouring perfectly good water into a leaky bucket.
This is exactly why we take a completely different approach. We believe that just selling a business another tool or another service without truly understanding the root cause of their problem, well, frankly, it's irresponsible. It's time to stop quoting and guessing and start diagnosing. And this picture really shows the shift perfectly. The old way is you call someone up and say, hey, I need some SEO, and they just give you a price. They're an order taker, and they're just competing on who's cheapest. The new way, our way, is to be your strategist. When you say you need SEO, we ask why. We dig in to diagnose the real problem, and we compete on insight, not price, to deliver a plan that's actually backed by data. We go from being a vendor to being your trusted consultant. This right here is our mantra. Seriously, think about it. Would you ever let a doctor schedule you for major surgery after just a 5-minute chat? No way. You'd want them to see the x-ray first, right? Well, we operate on that exact same principle. A diagnostic isn't some optional add-on. It is the essential first step to giving you responsible, effective advice that actually works. So, how do we get that x-ray of your business's health? We focus on the single most important system for your growth, your sales funnel. And let's just quickly define what that is. Your sales funnel is simply the journey that people take from the very first time they ever hear about you, all the way through to becoming a happy, paying client. Every single business has one, whether you designed it on purpose or not. And this is our X-ray machine. We built our own tool called the Funnel Leak Detector specifically to find those hidden, critical gaps in your sales process. Its whole job is to change the conversation from how much does this cost to what's the actual problem we need to solve. It gives us the hard data to fix issues you might not even know you have. Now, the first thing you'll see from this diagnostic is this visual leak analysis. Think of it like a body scan for your business. That amber line you see, that's the industry benchmark. It's average. The blue area, that's you. And the insight here is powerful and immediate. Anywhere that your blue area shrinks inside that amber line, you are actively losing business to your competitors. It shows us exactly where the leaks are in an instant. But look, a cool-looking chart is one thing. What we do next is absolutely crucial. We connect these invisible leaks directly to what you're losing in cold, hard cash. These aren't just abstract data points. They represent real money that's escaping from your business every single month. And a number like this is what makes the problem feel real and urgent. This isn't just money you could be making. This is the cost of doing nothing. It's revenue you've pretty much already earned with your marketing, but it's slipping through your fingers because of those leaks in your funnel. We call this revenue recovery, and plugging these leaks is the absolute fastest way to grow. So we've seen the leaks, and we've seen how much they're costing you. But to fix them the right way, we need a system to understand why they're happening in the first place. And that's where our VCAP health framework comes in. It's how we check the vital signs of your business. So we use our VCAP framework to check those vitals. The V stands for visibility. Can people even find you? Think of this as your business's pulse. CA is for credibility and authority. Once they find you, do they trust you? That's like your business's blood pressure. And finally, P is for profitability. Are you making the most out of every single lead? That's your immune system. So a leak in visibility could be poor Google rankings. A leak in credibility might be a lack of good reviews. And a profitability leak could be as simple as not having a system to upsell your clients. The framework just lets us pinpoint the exact weakness. All right, so once we have the full picture from the leak detector and we've analyzed it through the VCAP framework, we don't just dump a confusing report in your lap. No, we give you a clear, actionable prescription for growth. And this is what it looks like, your priority repair plan. Look, we know you're busy, so to avoid overwhelming you, we break it down into 3 simple tiers. First, critical actions. These are designed to stop the bleeding right away. Then, we move to stabilize, to shore things up. And finally, we optimize, to really get you running at peak performance. We tackle the biggest fires first. So, what kind of treatments do we prescribe? Well, they're smart digital solutions chosen specifically to fix the leaks we found. So, for a visibility problem, we might build a smart website with powerful SEO. For a credibility leak, we'd set up an automated system to get you more Google reviews. For profitability, a good CRM and automated follow ups are absolute game changers. Every single tool has one job: fix a specific leak and boost your conversion rate.
So what's next? Your path to predictable growth is really this simple. Step 1. You book your complimentary diagnostic session with us. Step 2, you get your personalized, easy-to-understand priority repair plan. And step 3, the best one, you stop leaking revenue and you finally start growing your business, often with the leads and resources you already have. If you're tired of that roller coaster and you want a data-driven path to consistent growth, I want to invite you to take that first step. Just go to copilotagency.biz to schedule your complimentary sales funnel leak detector session. Let's find your leaks, let's seal them up, and let's get you on the right flight path to your goals. Want to pass a really solid referral to Copilot Agency? This guide shows you exactly how.
So, what should you listen for in your one-to-ones? Let's cover the key trigger phrases.
When you hear this, it's a huge signal. They have activity, but it's not turning into sales.
This one's a dead giveaway. It points right to a broken follow-up and tracking process.
This one really illustrates the problem. They're busy, but that effort isn't turning into actual revenue.
So, the ideal business already has activity coming in. They just need better systems to manage it.
This comparison makes it really clear who to refer and who isn't quite the right fit.
So, you found a perfect match. Making the intro is easy. Here are a couple scripts.
This script is super direct. It focuses on solving the exact problem you heard them describe.
Or try this one. It's great because it separates them from just another marketing agency. All right, if you only remember one thing from all this, let it be this next part.
That's the bottom line. Look for businesses that are busy but aren't converting that activity into sales.
So now that you know exactly what to listen for, who in your network comes to mind?